everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and my channel is all about health, lifestyle, and today I'm finally doing the kitchen tour. Now, for those of you that don't know, if you're new to the channel, we have been doing some renovations to our house. We've been here for about 5 years. It was a new build house, and although it was a new build and all lovely and everything, there were some areas that we really wanted to change, and we have done for a couple of years now, and it just seemed like the right time to do it. And I think a lot of it had to do with nesting. I'm currently pregnant. I'm actually 39 weeks tomorrow, so baby's due next week, and we managed to get all the work done just in time for her arrival. And so although things aren't completely finished, in terms of things aren't completely organised, everything, I still wanted to actually show you the new kitchen before things get quite hectic. With the new baby coming. I did promise that I was going to show you before, and so here I am today. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I will be putting some footage in of what the kitchen looked like beforehand, and also some footage of some of the work going on as well. But basically, it was an L-shaped kitchen before. So when we first went to see the property, went to a show home, and it had a U-shape like it is now, like a U-shaped kitchen, lots of workspace, cupboards. But then we were told, we went to go and finalise on the house, that the design had changed and it was now going to be an L-shaped kitchen, which is literally just this side and this back side. Now, we weren't happy with that because it meant that we got our worktop almost cut in half. It meant that our sink was facing the wall rather than facing out to the window. And we just weren't happy with it. But we said, you know what, it's fine. It's not going to be a reason not to get the house. Maybe one day we'll change it. And I know people are questioning, saying, it's a brand new kitchen, what was the problem? We tried solutions. We put in an island. I'm an island boy. Like from IKEA, that didn't really work. We tried just like a piece of worktop on the side. It all just wasn't really working. I didn't like the way it looked. And me and Raf, my husband, have made the decision that unless something drastically changes where we need to leave like the area that we live in, or we come into a load of money and we can get some mansion, this is probably going to be our forever home, or at least the home that we raise all our children in. Who knows what, like empty nesters will be, but for the foreseeable future, we can't see ourselves wanting to move from here. And so we just decided, especially after 2020, being locked down in the house, we wanted this to be a safe haven for us. We wanted our house to be a place that we're really happy to come back to. And so we did the kitchen. Also, we have done our garage conversion as well. But today I'm going to show you the kitchen, and next week you'll be able to see what our garage conversion looks like too. Now, our kitchen is from Wren Kitchens, and we had it installed by an independent installer, someone that we've known in my family for years. And it took just under 2 weeks to do. But the majority of the work was within about 7 days. But what happens, because we've got quartz worktops, is that once the kitchen's all in, they actually come and template for the worktops, and then you've got to wait a few days for it to be delivered and fitted. And so that's why it took over a 2-week period to do. But let's take you around, have a little look. And like I said, it's not completely finished. Organisation, also some like decorative pieces. And so let me know what you think I should do in terms of some of the decoration for the room too. So guys, it's 11 PM and we've just finished emptying all the kitchen, because on 2 days from now it's getting ripped apart and we've got new buyers. But so in 2 days from now it's getting ripped apart, we've got the new kitchen coming. But yeah, everything taken out. All of that and all of that. Hopefully it'll all be transformed soon. Okay, so everything's in where it should be, like the bottom bits. I'm actually amazed at how much more space it has given us in this kitchen. just such a small change and a massive difference. But yeah, so this is this side. That's the pantry cupboard. The fridge freezer's going here. I think they're going tomorrow. That's like the wine rack. This is where the two ovens are going, one above the other. And then that's a corner drawer. That's a spice rack drawer. This is where the stove's gonna go, the hob. And two pan drawers and a massive cutlery tray. This is another spice rack. That's another corner cupboard. This is the panel, that's the wrong colour, you can see. We're getting a replacement on Monday. And then the bins are in there. The sink above the window perfectly. And here is the dishwasher, which just needs the door putting on. So yeah, and that's literally the whole layout. The only thing that's changed, the only thing to add are just the wall cabinets. So there's 3 going up this side and 2 going up that side. So we're about a week away from getting finished. They came today to do the templating for our quartz worktop. And so that should be here next week, and that's like the final touch. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. Our extract fan looks like a TV. I love it. And these are the tiles that we've decided to go with. Let's see if I can show you on the light. Oops. Oops. Yeah, so it's like this sage green. And so they go all underneath the cupboard, and I think we're gonna go right up to the ceiling with them. Subway tiles. And then white walls. Right, so we'll start over here. This is the door to the kitchen. It's just our shop. This is where the first part you come into. And what we've got here is, this is kind of like our full standing unit. We did think about getting an integrated fridge. We had one in our last kitchen. We actually found that integrated fridges are smaller. There's like less capacity. And Raf this is actually something that Raf wanted. He wanted a fridge you could put magnets on, mainly for the kids. And as you can see, Isabella loves it. She plays these letters all the time. And so we thought we'd get the traditional open fridge. We can put magnets on there, but the whole kitchen is accents of black. And so you'll see as we go around, there's black handles, black stove, and we've got a black fridge as well. Now, the reason why we have such a massive fridge is because basically we need it, especially when we meal prep. Often things just get taken up, it just takes up so much space. And so what we used to do is in the garage, we used to have a second fridge freezer, but doing the garage conversion meant that we didn't have that space anymore. And so we had to figure things out. And that was one of the reasons that one of the catalysts to us doing the kitchen, over as well. But yes, they're AEG fridge freezers, and it's actually not one thing, they're 2 separate ones that like go together as a pair. Like I said, everything's not organised, but this side is the fridge. Huge capacity from top to bottom, I love it. And then this side, can't remember how messy it is in there, so forgive me, but this side is the freezer, and so lots of capacity. It came with this door was broken, and so I'm waiting for a replacement at the moment, but that's that. Also over the top, we put some bottle, like a wine rack, but we don't really drink, so it's actually full of cordial. But yeah, this is actually really handy and a nice little space saver. And then we have a bit of space here on the end as well. And this is what we've done we put in like a little bit of a pantry cupboard. Now, I do feel like this kitchen needs more food storage, and I've got plans for more work to be done on this house. It's only like step 1. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you what my plans are. But this is the pantry cupboard at the moment. And anything excess, we've actually got another storage cupboard that's in what is now the playroom, what used to be the garage. And in there is where we store like excess food. But basically, this pulls out, and I'll bring you around to see, there's just some shelves here. And we've got like our pasta and cereals and rice and flour and crisp snacks just all in there. Then we come here. I really do love cooking. I'm a cook. This is like a cook's kitchen. And so before we had a double oven, where like the top oven was kind of like a grill really, and then you had a main oven. But I wanted 2 full ovens, and that's what I've gotten. This is again AEG, and it's a grill oven, 2 identical ones. And this is the one we use mostly, but we have the second one as well for when people come over, or say like I'm baking and I'm also roasting something. It's really nice to have the 2. But this one's off most of the time, especially with like young children, it being lower down, and this is the one we use mainly. And then we have a cupboard here. So basically in the cupboard is just random things that we need in the kitchen. Down here is all of our Tupperware, which is actually, I've tried to do some organising, guys. It's not great, but like I've got 2 bins in there, which are full of all our Tupperware, and then some of the ones we use a bit more regularly. It's actually much more organised than it was in our previous kitchen, and we've had to like get rid of some. It's just been so much better. And then up here is just a bit of a random selection of things. But like we've got all our, I've used these acrylic separators that I got on Amazon. And so things can stand up and we actually get a bit more space. But it's all of our like baking dishes and trays, our cling film foil, chopping boards, and our coasters and like eating mats and things. And that's that cupboard. So just in the corner here, this is where our microwave lives and our toaster. I don't really like to have lots of things on the worktop, but sometimes you've got to. And so right now, baby's coming, so we've got all the sterilisers there. So that's that side, and then this is the back of the kitchen. This is where all the cooking magic happens. I forgot to show you, I'll show you now actually, but on the side here is where we keep all our knives. So we've got a magnetic strip, and they're stuck up there, and so they're out of reach of the children and off my worktops, because like I said, I really don't like to have many things on the worktop. But here at the back, we've got asymmetrical cupboards actually, but it's not centred at the back, but I don't mind that at all. I've got 2 on this side. That's where we keep all our cups and mugs and glasses and bottles. We actually did a lot of decluttering and purging when we emptied out the old kitchen. And then on this side, we've got our plates and bowls and bibs and stuff. And then this final cupboard is one that needs organising, so I don't know why I'm showing you everything. But yeah, that cupboard definitely needs organising, but it's got like our teas and coffees in the bottom and like baking things, but it needs sorting out. If I do an organisation, if I organise the kitchen in a few months, I'll try and do a video with that too. And then I've just got a few things on the worktop, just a kettle and sugar, and then the steriliser, because we need it out, we're going to be using it. Now, the stove that we've got, we did want to go AEG because the rest of the kitchen is AEG appliances, but the stove that we wanted was just out of stock everywhere until May, and with baby girl coming, I just didn't have time to wait. And so we've actually got the Siemens black glass 5-ring gas burning hob, and I love it. The glass is a bit difficult to clean just because it's like a mirror, isn't it? And so it does look streaky sometimes and gets fingerprints, but I still love it and it's fine. And then this is our extractor fan, which looks like a TV, but it's black and it fits in and we really like it. But yeah, that's this side. I'll show you what's on the bottom shelf. Okay, so here on the bottom, I actually forgot to show you this corner cupboard underneath the microwave, but this is where we keep like, the electrical stuff. So Instant Pot, NutriBullet, is that what it's called? Yeah, NutriBullet, like our hand blender. What's in here? These are just all like serving dishes and our crock pot or like slow cooker. But actually, I'm hoping that for my birthday, I'll be getting like a KitchenAid mixer and an air fryer. And so these little things will move somewhere else, and that's what should be in here. But yeah, we got those because with corner cupboards, you just lose so much space, and these shelves are really helpful. So we've got either side of the stove, we have these kind of like spice drawers. On this side is just where we keep our cans and like, stock cubes, soup mixes, stuff like that. Like cans and jars. And then on this side is actually where the spices are and the oils and things. And I just thought I'd show you what we've actually done with the spice drawer. I love this. Ralph thought it was a bit tedious, but I got all of these matching spice little things, and I labelled them all. And so they're all matching, and all my spices sit on top. And then underneath we've got like salt and soy sauce and, you know, Worcestershire sauce and vinegar and stuff like that underneath. In the middle we've got all of our wooden spoons, utensils, cutlery, everything in there. It's a really nice big drawer, and it's quite deep as well, so it actually fits quite a bit in. And then we've got all our pots and pans in here, and some more frying pans, and like our mixing bowls and things on this side. And then here is just another one of our corner cupboards. And so this one just has like some stuff for the oven, like pie dishes, yeah, grater, jugs, stuff like that. And this is the bit that's like the extra bit, because we had the other space there before. There used to be a big pantry cupboard here, and we had no workspace here. But now I love it because the sink's actually facing out to the garden, like it should be, at the window. And so in this drawer is just our bins. We've got our recycling and our normal bin in there, and it's nice to have this little shelf on top where we keep like wipes and stuff like that, and our bin bags. And then in here, under the sink, because I do have young children, I know most of the time we keep cleaning products under here. I just put some things away just because we're doing this video. You know, I'm trying to look tidy, but usually the washed up liquid's on the side there. But this is where we keep our jugs really, and the washing up tablets. But the majority of our cleaning things are actually kept in the utility, locked away, because these children will just put anything in their mouth. And then finally, we've got our sink, and we've got our dishwasher here, which needs to be turned on. And that's it, guys, that's the kitchen. Some details about the kitchen. So I will leave them all on the screen here, but these are quartz worktops, and our units are the shaky units, and I believe they are in the colour Fossil. But there's one area that's different, you know where the wine rack is, that's actually in the colour Pebble, so it's like slightly different. And I will try to link what the handles are and all the appliances and everything like that down below. We just went for simple subway tiles, and I wanted a bit of colour in here, and so we went with like a sage green colour for the tiles. They were just in simple. We got it from a local tile company. Actually, they might not be local. It's called Tile Choice. I think they might be like a national company actually, but they were really cheap tiles. I went for light grey grout, and then on the walls we painted as well, and it's now in the colour Milk Bottle by Crown, and it's the kitchen paint. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy the kitchen tour. I love this kitchen so much. I do want to put a bit of greenery in here though. So I'm thinking about maybe putting some hanging plants here, or like a little shelf with some herbs or something. And also, I'll show you the rest of the kitchen. So it is a kitchen diner, and on this side it's all quite plain. We were thinking about changing the table, but because we're wanting in a couple of years to do some more changes in here, we decided to leave it as it is. And then on this side we've just got this little unit here, and this picture, which is like our wedding pictures. I think what I'm going to do is actually change the frame of that to a black one, just so it's like a bit of contrast. And my mum said about getting maybe like a little, rather than this little desk that's there, putting more like a cupboard where we can actually store things as well. What do you think? And where we can put like a plant on top of it or something. But yeah, let me know what you think. Did you like the kitchen tour? Did we do a good job? Do you think it was worth it? For us it definitely was. But if you have any questions at all, don't forget to leave them down below. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like it and share it. And next week I'll be showing you the rest of the renovations that we've done. And so showing you the garage conversion. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss it. And yeah, just thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.